In this video, I'll go through how to progress strength and range of motion after a total shoulder replacement. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. So after a total shoulder replacement, we have to progress range of motion and strength really carefully for about the first 8 weeks. And that's mostly to protect tissue that had to be cut through to get the new pieces into the shoulder. Well, once that tissue is healed enough, we can start to progress a lot faster. And again, that occurs somewhere around the 8-week post-op mark, and that's what this video is about. What exercises are appropriate to do and effective to do at this point. Also, there were a bunch of movement and activity restrictions that we've had to have in place during that first couple months, again, to protect that same tissue. Those restrictions mostly go away, but there's a few that linger that I'll go through after the exercises. Before I demonstrate the program, I want to remind everybody, click those like buttons, subscribe, leave a comment. In this exercise, we're going to advance our rotator cuff muscle strengthening. So using anchored resistance, and keep the resistance pretty light at this point. Towel under the arm. This helps minimize stress on some of that healing tissue, and simply pull the hand across the body. Now again, I mentioned keep the resistance pretty light. With this specific movement, you're working muscles that had to be cut through to get the new pieces into the shoulder. So that's why we're keeping it light. Keep the rep count to about 15 to 20 repetitions. Now, so I don't have to turn my back to the camera, I'm going to switch arms to give a demonstration. So now we're simply going to work different rotator cuff muscles by moving the hand against the anchored resistance in the opposite direction. And again, keep the rep count to about 15 to 20 repetitions. We're going to keep strengthening the rotator cuff muscles with a little weight. So these are 2.5 pounds. That would be about the max weight you'd want to do this exercise with. You might even not use any weight to start with. All you're going to do is lift the arm straight to the side, up and down. Now only add weight to this if you can reach without shrugging. If you're doing this, it's too much weight, okay? So if you can reach without shrugging, up and down 10 to 15 times. Then you can advance the exercise and get a little fancy by lifting at different angles. So reach straight to the sides, down, at about a 45-degree angle to the front, down, straight to the front, down, and just keep cycling through those different arm angles to about 15 repetitions. We don't want to forget about our shoulder blade muscles, and this exercise is for strengthening some of the shoulder blade muscles that we really need for our shoulder to function at its best. So again, with our anchored resistance, I'm simply going to reach straight out to my side, hold for just a moment, and come back. Maintain upright posture, keep the shoulder blade kind of down, you're not shrugging. Again, with all of these exercises, if you have to shrug to do the movement, it's too intensive a movement for you, okay? Never work into a shrug. Also notice, I'm not reaching way back. This applies too much stress to those still healing parts of the shoulder. Okay, so only reach until your arm is directly to your side, okay? Back and forth, 10 to 15 repetitions. This exercise is a gentle stretch for the shoulder to improve overhead reaching. So hands on the stability ball, simply lean forward until you feel a bit of a stretch in the shoulder. Ultimately, you get to approximately that position. That's about a 145-degree angle between the shoulder and the spine. That's usually where we can get folks to after they've had a shoulder replacement. This would be a pretty good amount of reaching. Hold this for 10 seconds, come back to upright, and simply go back and forth 10 to 20 times. Now, if you don't have the stability ball, you can simply do a child's pose, kind of a yoga style pose. It would be the same exercise as far as the shoulder is concerned. For those that have knee problems, that might be an issue. You can do this standing up. You can simply have your hand on the back of a chair and step back until you get to, again, about this angle. It would produce about the same stretch. Again, about a 10-second hold, 10 to 20 repetitions. This exercise is for improving external rotation of the shoulder. So for example, having to reach behind your head to wash your hair, you'd have to externally rotate your shoulder. It's also one of the movements we've been particularly careful with to start because we're stretching some of that tissue again that had to be cut through to get the new pieces into the shoulder. So have the arm propped up on a pillow, use some kind of stick. I'm using a broom handle, a golf club works great for this. With a 90-degree bend at the elbow, simply push the hand back until you feel some pull in the shoulder. You're not going to be able to go too far at first. Hold for 10 seconds. Relax. Now notice my elbow stays in that 90-degree position. I'm not straightening my elbow. Here's what that looks like. Okay, this is just my elbow moving. My shoulder's really not moving here. And this is a common mistake patients make. Keep that elbow bent 90 degrees. Push the hand back until you feel a gentle pull. Hold 10 seconds. Ease off on the pressure. And again, about 10 to 20 repetitions. For this exercise, you're going to need a belt. A luggage strap works great. Now, one thing we need to specify, this exercise is not for the person who's had a reverse total shoulder. It's only for the patient who's had the conventional total shoulder replacement. This movement is one of the restricted movements for those who've had the reverse. What we're trying to improve here is something we call functional internal rotation, which is basically just therapist speak for reaching behind your back. Think trying to scratch your back with your thumb. Now, you won't be able to reach this far at first, for sure. So what you do, reach behind your back to the belt. Where'd the belt go? Grab the belt, and with the opposite side hand, pull the hurt arm up until you feel a little bit of a stretch. You won't be able to get this far at first, for sure. Hold 5 to 10 seconds. Let the arm come down. Relax for a bit, a second or two. Repeat. Do 10 repetitions. I mentioned in the intro that most of the movement restrictions go away, but some continue. So to give some context, for the first 8 weeks after surgery, there are several movement and activity limitations that we have to keep in place to protect that newly healing tissue. Well, after 8 weeks pass, that tissue is healed enough where we really don't have to restrict movement very much. So, for example, at 8 weeks, for sure, no more sling use. Also at 8 weeks, there's really no more reaching restriction. You can reach overhead, you can pretty much reach in any direction so long as it's not producing pain, and you're okay. The two movement restrictions that continue, no sudden movements, no sudden or jerky movements. So you just have to be a little bit careful kind of around the house with that. Also, and more commonly an issue, no heavy lifting. And when I say heavy, I mean 5 to 10 pounds, so really not heavy. So to put that in perspective, a gallon of milk that's full is about 9 pounds. So that's about the top end of what you can lift and carry at this point. That's the home program that I usually give my patients who are again in this kind of moderate strengthening and range of motion phase of rehab after a conventional total shoulder replacement. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope it helps you get back to what you love to do. Again, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time.